Have you ever felt stuck in a situation you couldn't change, no matter how much you fought it, no matter how unfair it seemed? Maybe it was a breakup, a rejection, a family struggle, or even something as small as plans falling apart. Here's the truth: suffering doesn't just come from what happens to us, it comes from our refusal to accept reality as it is. What you're about to learn, radical acceptance, a powerful DBT skill, can change the way you deal with pain, loss, and disappointment. By the end of this video, you'll know not only what radical acceptance is, but how to use it to free yourself from unnecessary suffering and find real peace. Let's start with the big picture. Dialectical behavior therapy, or DBT, was developed by psychologist Marsha Linehan. It's especially useful for people who feel emotions very intensely. One of its cornerstone skills is radical acceptance, a simple but life-altering practice. Here's the idea: pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. When we resist reality, when we say, "This shouldn't be happening, it's not fair," or "Why me?" we multiply our pain. Radical acceptance doesn't mean approval, it doesn't mean giving up, and it doesn't mean liking what happened. It means seeing reality clearly, without judgment, and saying, "This is what it is right now." Imagine this: you're standing on the shore, and a powerful wave is coming. You can brace yourself and fight it, but you'll only get knocked down harder. Or, you can dive under, flow with the wave, and come back up with less struggle. Radical acceptance is learning to dive under life's waves. Let me share a story. A young student, we'll call her Maya, had her dream college acceptance rescinded because of a paperwork error she didn't even cause. She fought, argued, begged, and spent weeks filled with rage and despair. She couldn't sleep, she couldn't focus. The reality was, the decision wasn't being reversed. Her therapist introduced radical acceptance. At first, Maya resisted. Why should I accept something so unfair? But then she realized, her anger wasn't changing reality. It was only draining her. Through radical acceptance, she acknowledged the truth: I didn't get into that college. It hurts. It feels unfair. But it is what it is. Now, what can I do next? That shift freed her. She applied elsewhere, built a new path, and later said, "The moment I accepted reality was the moment I took my power back." This story illustrates the heart of radical acceptance. Fighting reality traps us, accepting reality frees us. Why does radical acceptance work? Psychology explains it through the equation of suffering. Pain resistance equals suffering. The more we resist reality, the more we suffer. Neuroscience also shows that acceptance reduces activity in the brain's alarm center, the amygdala. It activates the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for clarity, reasoning, and problem solving. In other words, acceptance calms the storm in your brain and allows you to see choices clearly. DBT emphasizes that acceptance and change are two sides of the same coin. Only when we fully accept what is, can we take wise action to create what could be. Otherwise, we're just fighting ghosts. Alright, let's get practical. How do you actually practice radical acceptance in daily life? Here are the steps, simple but powerful. Notice your resistance. Ask yourself, what reality am I fighting right now? Is it someone's behavior? A situation from the past? Your own limitations? Name the truth. Say it clearly: this is what happened. Avoid sugarcoating or dramatizing. Just the plain truth. Acknowledge the feelings. You don't have to like it. You don't have to approve. Just allow the sadness, anger, or disappointment to exist without judgment. Release the shoulds. Let go of thoughts like, "It shouldn't be this way." Replace them with, "It is this way right now." Turn your mind. This is a DBT term. Every time your mind goes back to resistance, gently turn it toward acceptance again. It's a practice, not a one-time decision. Focus on next steps. Once reality is accepted, ask, what's within my control now? That's where your energy belongs. You can even use a simple mantra. I accept this moment as it is, even if I don't like it. Try this the next time you're stuck in traffic, waiting for an apology that never comes, or facing a disappointment. Notice how your body softens when resistance drops. Why should every young person learn this skill? Because the world is uncertain. Rejection letters, breakups, social pressures, global crises, all of these create pain. Without radical acceptance, that pain can spiral into hopelessness, depression, even self-destruction. With radical acceptance, young people gain resilience, clarity, and freedom. They learn to suffer less and live more. So let's recap. Radical acceptance is not approval, but a clear-eyed recognition of reality. Fighting reality multiplies suffering. Acceptance frees your mind and body to focus on what's truly within your control. This practice can transform everyday struggles, from small frustrations to life's deepest losses. Here's your takeaway. Next time you feel stuck, ask yourself, am I resisting reality, or am I accepting it? That single question can shift your entire experience. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you found this helpful, share it with someone who might need this skill today. And remember, acceptance is not weakness, it's strength, it's wisdom, and it's the beginning of peace.